If you're a small business owner and you are overwhelmed with the subject of AI for your business, hopefully this video will help. I had a conversation today that was interesting and took a turn that I wasn't expecting. So I am going to be presenting at an annual conference about the topic of AI for business brokers. And my co-host has been in the business brokerage industry for a very long time. So he's really got his finger on the pulse of what's happening. And I had my presentation ready and I had all the tools and tips and tricks that I was going to present. And he pointed out to me that many people are completely overwhelmed by this subject. There are so many tools available. People don't know how to use them. It's changing all the time. Do they spend the money on the tools, or do they spend the money to get another team member, a good assistant? Like, what do you do? And he said that it's causing people just to get stuck and not do anything. And so as we explored what would be the best information to share with people, he was asking me about my background, and I let him know that I had previously had a bigger company with 50 employees and about 50 subcontractors, all on the go at any one time. It was a service business. And during that time, I wanted to run the business more efficiently. So we integrated technology, and that technology was iPads and going paperless back then, and virtual assistants. I started working with virtual assistants. So from there, fast forward to today, I have a different type of business, and I've always kept virtual assistants on my team because I think it's a very efficient way to work. They tend to be in a different time zone. They work at night, and I can have tasks done in 24 hours that would take 2 to 3 days with a standard local team. Go back to December 2022 when ChatGPT came out in November 2022. I started using it in December 2022 and decided that I was going to go all in on all this new technology and use it myself. I had a feeling that this was a really big deal, and I didn't want to be starting today where we are. I wanted to be starting back then so that I was very comfortable with everything. I'm very tech savvy, so I have that, full disclaimer, I have that in my favor. But after maybe about 6 months, I stopped working with my virtual assistants because I wanted to see if I could continue to do the same volume of work and tasks and delegate all of that work to these digital assistants and tools and still get everything done. And I'm here to tell you that that has been the case. So I have not replaced my assistants yet. I am doing everything that they were doing before with, 2 screens, my office, my phone, and just delegation with simple tools like email management. I built my own workflow for my email management. I use ChatGPT daily as my assistant. And, I can put a link to the other tools, but I don't want to go on and on about them because that's what we found in the conversation, that what is, I think, easier for people to digest is how is this relatable to you? So if you have a business, and if there are areas of your business that are either not running smoothly, or there are bottlenecks, or you'd like to be able to get some leverage. So leverage works very well for me because I really like to delegate. I don't like to do a lot of admin work myself. I don't enjoy it. I like to do the creative work. I like to work with clients. I like to think of better ways to do things. I like to have processes for everything that I do. And so using AI as a leverage tool is very easy for me because I don't want to do a lot of these things. So that is definitely one way that you could look at it, right? What things do you absolutely hate doing, but they have to be done in your business? Those are things that you would want to figure out an AI tool or system or agent to be able to do for you. Another way to look at it is, what's being missed? What could your clients really benefit from? You could look at those tools. We talked about this on our Zoom call. I would be very mindful of client-facing tools right now, just because things are changing so rapidly. And even if you custom build something, it can break. So looking at the business from a human being standpoint, and in talking this through, we were able to decide that our presentation was going to be based just on that, sharing stories of how I've been using AI and then how my co-host has been using AI, because he actually has a SaaS platform that people can sign up for. He has a done for you system. So for somebody that is not tech savvy, has no interest in being tech savvy, but would like some leverage, you can use somebody else's system. You can just sign up for a subscription and they can get you set up, and you don't have to worry about it, right? We're all going to have a certain amount of pain. You can't have it always, like not spending any money, not putting in any time, and not having procedures to delegate. But once you do, if you set, let's say, a 90-day goal or a 60-day goal, you go through a little bit of discomfort, you could probably come out the other side with a better business. And I think that when you're choosing people to be on your team, if you don't want to be involved with any AI or tech, make sure that they do. Hire people that are genuinely interested in using these tools. Don't hire a bunch of people that create like a confirmation bias with you that AI is bad. Find people that have different skills, and you can use ChatGPT to help you to interview these people, right? What types of questions should you be asking to verify that they really are using the AI tools that are available? So I hope this is helpful. I think I'm surprised at how overwhelmed people are. It did take me by surprise that people are just getting stuck, but I do most definitely understand. So if you would like any help on this subject, I am available. You can book a call with me and I'll be more than happy to help you. But I'll leave you with one more thought that I wrote down earlier. You will always want to, I wrote it down for you. Well, you'll always want to start with the problem. You won't want to start with the solution. Never, when you're making the decision to get involved with this stuff, don't start with the tools, don't start with the AI, don't ask what it can do for you. Start with the problem. Do you actually have a problem in your business that AI can solve? And then work back from there, because that's how you're going to be successful. A problem for me is that I don't want to do certain things, so leverage is the solution, right? So I now know I've tested enough tools that currently I know which tools are helpful for me, and I know which tools are of no real use to me, so I don't use them. So start with your problem and then work back to your solution. And if you struggle with this stuff, just get the help of a consultant. There's a whole industry out there now of people that can help you. I can help you. There are many other people. You can go onto somewhere like Fiverr or Upwork and find somebody that's relatively cost effective to work with. And on your team, if you have people on your team, just make sure that they are keeping up to date and keeping current. Put time on their schedule for them to learn about this stuff, because it's moving quickly and you can keep up, but you definitely, it was a good conversation today. I wanted to share it with you because it gave me some perspective of how much people are actually struggling with the overwhelm and concerned that things aren't actually going to help them. So I hope that this helps you.